Mhm.
Senator Williams, first of all, thank you for speaking with me today. Why did you become involved in the campaign for greater father-family involvement?
A couple of reasons. One, I have high regard for Dr. Rufus Lynch, who is the inspiration and guiding hand behind this. And second of all, because of my own experience in life, the significance of having a father in the community that I grew up in, seeing the consequence of that over years. Some of my friends, unfortunately, didn't have fathers, the challenges that they had. And then also the challenges that in the society that sometimes men and fathers have if they don't necessarily live in the same household. And frankly, the rules that's constructed around what that means. And so I felt it very important, based upon how Dr. Lynch laid it out, what we were trying to achieve as a goal to be involved.
How would a successful campaign improve society?
It would make it much easier for children and fathers, regardless of circumstance. So separation, divorce, married or not married, it would make it much easier that the policies and the laws and initiatives that follow are in place, so those relationships between a father and a child can continue regardless of the challenges between adults or institutions. And fundamentally, the goal is to have a complementary system of laws, policies, institutions, relationships that allow for fathers and children to have their relationships flourish and grow as they age in life.
In your role as senator, what efforts have you made to advance the goals of the campaign and enact Act 114?
So I'm a sponsor, I'm a senator. So I work in the Senate side to find relationships on both sides of the aisles to advance this. On the House, I'm working with a House member on that side to work through the legislative process, as well as look at other policies that may complement what we're trying to do and other areas that we could advance this and get it in front of the governor. And so we work on that pretty much every day in terms of what we do within my office.
Is the passing the law enough, Senator?
It is significant, but not enough. To have a commission certainly would be a place where members of the General Assembly and the public can go to find information or facts or details. But what follows has to be a reforming of the systems that affect parenthood and specifically fatherhood in Pennsylvania. And so that covers a broad expanse of different agencies and different circumstances, probably too many to discuss today, but the commission obviously gives some understanding of what it is that we need to do so that we can have at least a blueprint of what that looks like.
From your observations and experiences that you have, what would be a good start? What would you like to see happen primarily?
Yeah, absolutely. I would certainly like to see the commission be an active commission, not just an entity on paper that doesn't get paid attention to. I like it to be connected to the governor's office so that when they develop policy, they have a place to go to get direction in terms of laws or policies that they want to implement. I'd like to have a full staff of folks on the commission, not just a subset of people doing multiple things. So those are a few of the areas that I'm concerned about that I want to make sure we're working on.
Senator, thank you for speaking with me today about the campaign for greater father-family involvement.
Thank you. And again, thank Dr. Rufus Lynch for his support and his work, his vision of what this would look like.